Guys, this is our DS4. The launcher for it is the Spotify icon. Once you launch the DS4 with the, of course, icon, right? The Spotify icon, just give it admins, sorry. And once you have your controller plugged, it will plug in like this, right? So this is the settings that it comes with, because we have a preset over here, as you can see. If you want to toggle and you aim and shoot with L1 and R1, you just have to toggle over here, right? You just toggle over here, just change it like this, right? The first L2 and R2, which says hair trigger, right? This is to make the trigger more responsive. Auto sprint, if you want to auto sprint all the time, you just can't keep it like this. It will auto sprint for you, right? So it means when you just do this, right, in game, the game will detect that you just trying to sprint, right? It will sprint. It will be faster than it does normally, right? If you don't want to go all the way, like as you can see over here, right? Start auto sprint. If you push it a little bit, it won't do it. Like, you can just walk and just reload if you want to, right? But if you have it enabled, once you push all the way up, or at least halfway of the stick up, it will start sprinting, so it will cancel your reload. So in order to not to cancel the reload, you just have to like take it out at this point, right? But if you go over it, it will start sprinting. Okay. It says 1 ms because I have it plugged through Bluetooth, so that's why I don't have to control plug into the cord, because I'm just making this video to show you guys. Later I'm gonna do it, right? Over here, this is for the hipfire anti-recoil, and the second one is for when you aim and shoot the anti-recoil, right? As you can see, there's a auto ping start because it has the auto ping on over here. I have it set on 2000 milliseconds, so it won't be pinging like all the time. For me, this is the best values that work with the anti-recoil. The rapid fire, you won't be using this feature because this feature is already on the DS4 itself. Okay. On the side shake, this is to improve national aim assist, right? So you gotta keep it like this. All this is gonna come into the DS4. It will be a preset on it, so you don't need to tweak anymore. If you want to tweak and play around with it, you can play around with it. Okay. Again, because there's a lot of people that has a misunderstanding about it. Way before, we used to have this on the L2, so it would activate when you just hold the L2 like aiming, right? But now we change it that you change that for when you aim and shoot. So it will be stickier when you aiming and shooting. You should have your target on the sight, and then you start shoot, and it will be tracking, right? So when you aim and shoot, it will start doing his stuff, right? But if you drag this to the left, it means that it will remove the recoil that your weapon has to the right. Okay. If you go over it 0 to +1, which is this, or +12 or whatever number it is in there, it means that the weapon is gonna pull to the right. In case you have a weapon with a recoil to the left, you're gonna use this feature to make the recoil stay straight in the middle. Okay. The weapon that I'm using, they don't have side recoil, so I'm gonna keep it in 0. Okay. This is for the whole breath when you just aim, right? And this is for the auto pin. Like I said before, you should set it in 2000 milliseconds. Okay. Over here, this is for the auto slide. You're gonna choose this. In my case, it is cycle. Okay, which is gonna trigger the cycle. The milliseconds between all these two options, these two options will be, first is when I press, which is gonna be 50. So release is gonna be 100, 108. It doesn't matter, right? What it's gonna do is gonna launch the cross in 100 milliseconds. So it will launch it. So you want to launch the cross, which is the X or whatever, right? Which is gonna be in 50 milliseconds, the press, right? And the release is gonna be also 100, like this, right? So once you do the slide, it will just do it by itself. You just have to tap once the cycle, and it will do it by itself. Okay. Now this is the picker. What the picker does, because no, there's a lot of people that are not understanding how this works. You have to take the dot this side, right? And this will pick the screen of your current screen, right? Once you drag it and you'll drag it like this into the game. In this case, it's gonna pick up my desktop, and you're gonna let it go, right? Then all you have to do is pick pixel. We'll take the snapshot from the current windows, okay? With a left click, you're gonna drag it, and you're gonna look for any pixels from the soldiers. In this case, it's gonna be the dummies in the firing range, okay? And then you're gonna stand still like this, and you're just gonna left click on it. As you can see, the values over here they change, meaning that it already has the pixels, okay? Over here, see, as you can see, it's the same number as this one. What this is gonna do, right, is make your aim assist feel stronger. Like when you are within the bubble of the aim assist, it will stick hard to the target. Okay. Make sure you do this once only, because if you don't, then it will feel so stickier, and for some people might feel uncomfortable. So tracking will be better, right? But remember, for you to get out of the bubble, it will be harder because it will be sticking harder, right? After you're done with that, you just can close it over here, right? Something else over here too. Over here you have drop shot by default on each of them, on each profile. On each DS4, right? When you aim and shoot, and just press the cycle button or the button or the button that you use to crouch, it will just instant drop shot. Okay. For the rapid fire, there'll be a toggle, which is your PlayStation button. This is a toggle for rapid fire. Once you use the toggle, it will turn into rapid fire. So meaning that you don't need to be tapping or clicking on your R2. You just have to hold it, and it will start shooting by itself. Okay. So there's a little bit of the gameplay that I did, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye bye.
Usad el mapa táctico para encontrar Marcamos al resto de operadores de este pelotón. Dadles carga. Veo sobre la zona. Cuidado. Soldado enemigo. Ataque aéreo hostil en camino. UAV enemigo en línea. Centinela enemiga activada. UAV enemigo encima.